All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at a video real quick on the third or fourth attempt of Trump, real quick. The new video just put out, so let's check it out. Will this ever end? Probably not. With all the stuff out with the island, all the others, probably not. I would imagine it's gone too big, and you know, I don't know. Let's check this out real quick.
Carrying a gas canister, 21-year-old Austin Tucker Martin breached the secured perimeter of Mar-a-Lago, triggering a deadly confrontation with Secret Service agents. President Donald Trump was not at the Florida resort this weekend when Martin secretly entered his property. Within moments of stepping foot on the inner security zone, Martin was confronted and shot dead after allegedly failing to comply with commands.
At 1:30 this morning, the security detail detected that an individual had made his way into the inner perimeter of Mar-a-Lago. A deputy and two Secret Service agents on the detail went to that area to investigate. They confronted a white male that was carrying a gas can and a shotgun. He was ordered to drop those two pieces of equipment that he had with him, at which time he put down the gas can, raised the shotgun to a shooting position. At that point in time, the deputy and the two Secret Service agents fired their weapons and neutralized the threat. He is deceased at the scene.
Martin, a North Carolina resident reported missing by his family just a day earlier, is believed to have driven to Florida in a silver Volkswagen Tiguan. Authorities are now investigating where and when he obtained the weapon and what led him to the heavily guarded estate. With multiple agencies probing the breach, questions remain about motive and how he made it past the gates of one of America's most protected properties. Austin Tucker Martin graduated from Union Pines High School in Cameron, North Carolina in 2023. He showed no signs of aggression and ran an artwork company called Fresh Sky Illustrations. He worked at a local golf course, painted landscapes and scenery in his spare time, and regularly donated part of his paycheck to charity. His social media posts also reflected his Christian faith. Martin's cousin brother described him as an inexperienced person when it comes to guns. Martin's older brother is in the military, and his family are huge Trump supporters. Martin was reportedly angry over what he believed was a cover-up related to the Epstein files. He had reportedly discussed the issue with a co-worker, saying, "Evil is real and unmistakable." In text messages, he allegedly urged others to raise awareness about what he described as government inaction. While investigators continue to piece together what led to the incident at Mar-a-Lago, questions are emerging about Martin's state of mind and what may have influenced him in the days leading up to it.
His safety is always going to be in jeopardy, and it has been ever since the first attempt on his life in Butler, Pennsylvania. And sadly, that's becoming a fact that we have to live with, is all this violence is everywhere that we go.
But Trump is no stranger to danger. July 13th, 2024, an assassination attempt that shocked America. 20-year-old Thomas Crooks opened fire at a Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. Trump escaped a near-death experience as a bullet grazed his ear. As Secret Service surrounded Trump, he was immediately escorted from the venue. With a bleeding ear, Trump raised his fist, signaling he will fight on. Crooks fired 8 shots, killing a man and critically wounding 2 others. A Secret Service counter-sniper opened fire on Crooks and killed him on the spot. A second.
Well, I'd say this is pretty crazy. But you know what, folks? I really think they were trying to take out certain people before Trump even became president. I think people probably were trying to take him out because certain individuals within this country knew what was going on, right? They reported it, yada yada, but they were probably told to keep investigating and all that. So, you know, he might go down as one of the most controversy presidents, and might be in the Guinness Book of World Record of how many times somebody tried to kill a president. Now a lot of people are saying, "Well, what do you think?" I think probably they got him into politics probably to try and save his life, being he would have a lot better security. Maybe, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know. We really don't know how deep all this stuff goes, but he's already had four. And I do believe people were trying to take him out. When he first got into office, people were saying he was in bad shape. So that might be the result of all this. Who knows if he was doing what people are saying he was doing? Maybe these women that they were sleeping with, if this is all true what they said, and we have no idea if this is true. This could all be propaganda. It could be numerous things, right? But they could have been women that were sick. You know? How did you do it? Well, all this technology and everything, you got to revert to old ways, old war techniques, old military. And they might have got him with women or something, or somebody that was sick around him or something. There's photos coming out of Epstein camp, with this whole island thing, and he don't look in good shape. Some people were saying that he had like syphilis or something, but I don't know, maybe. With the way things have been going in America, I wouldn't doubt it if they all got us sick, whole dang country sick. And what's happening? The doctors are lying, right? It's almost like the Brave 300 movie, right? They had the elders. What were they? All diseased and sick, and because they had the fruits of their power and were sleeping with all kind of anything that moved. Well, maybe, who knows? I don't know. Let's get back to this. So, 4 attempts now.
An assassination attempt targeting form was foiled in September 2024 at his Florida golf club in West Palm Beach. Ryan Wesley Ruth was accused of hiding near the course perimeter with a rifle when Secret Service agents noticed the barrel of a weapon sticking out from the bushes. An agent immediately opened fire, forcing Ruth to flee. He was later arrested after a short manhunt. Authorities say the swift response prevented what could have been another deadly attack.
Wow, just crazy. Well, I mean, will this stop? I don't know. They might have, he might have known somebody was out to get him. I mean, this whole thing that he was wrapped up in or knew about, his friend knew. This is why I tell you people, just knowing somebody that's doing bad and you're hanging out with them all the time, whatever, and you don't even know what's going on until it's too late. And now you're wrapped up into an investigation, right? Yeah. Yeah. So, Mr. Trump having these friends all around him and everything, and these people are known to be doing bad things, blackmailing people associated with gangs and all this. Yeah, I can see how this is probably going to continue. There's a lot of people now saying that, uh, you know, Trump shouldn't be seen around these people. This is saying bad things to the rest of the world, right? That this country is everything that the federal government, the FBI, CIA, Homeland, many branches have been saying for a long time. It's a zoo. They're breaking the laws. The presidents and government are breaking the laws by being associated with these groups, secret societies, special societies, organizations, clubs, gangs. They might be right. Witchery, sorcery. Here's a president photo with, the great witch of all witches, the great dark one. That is sending a bad mess. I can see what they're saying, that it's pretty much telling the rest of the world America is doomed. It's demonic. It's look at even this greatest country in the world that sets all these rules and everything for other countries, and look at their country. Well, they might be right about that. That's history repeating itself. That's them looking into things that makes sense to you people that are involved. We're all crazy. We're nuts. Take your medicine. But to the people that know, hey, it is the devil. And it is the sleight of the hand, and the Lord is revealing all this. And yeah, maybe. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to find out what's in store for 2026, all the predictions and everything that's going on. It'll be very interesting to find out how this is going to end. I mean, if this continues on, then it's putting people in too much danger. We're wasting our resources on the people that screwed us. We're wasting all of our uh, protection when the only ones that should be protected right now is our children, our United States citizens, our working men. Uh, any of our allied countries or people, you know, this is, man, how big is it going to grow? Well, from what I can tell, it's going to be pretty ugly. Yo, hello, Miss Debbie Fox. So, how many people involved? Who knows? Word got out, and it ain't going to stop. The icing on the cake, I think they were trying to get rid of him or make him look like a fool before he even ran for president. And I think people were, because of the lifestyle he was living. And maybe these people are right. You got that much money, you think you can do whatever you want. It's called God syndrome. They think they're gods. And yeah, disease and these photos of Epstein, of sores and giant fat lips and all kinds of stuff. Maybe he was sick. Maybe. Maybe, and it was spreading all over. And what did he do? Well, then he pimped these girls out to other people. And what happened? Well, they slept with other men, probably for money or whatever, and spreading the disease everywhere. And there's nothing wrong with catching a disease. People are born with it. You might fall in love with a woman, marry her, and when she starts getting old, these things come out. The immune system is weaker and stuff. But are you going to get rid of her? No, because you love her with all your heart. You spent your whole life with her. So what do us men do? Well, we buck it up and we stay with the woman that we love for our whole life. And if she's sick, I'm sick. And if we're going down, we're going to love each other until we go down. So I agree with some of these philosophers and scientists. And no, I don't see anything wrong with that. Not at all. If it's a couple, they're together and they love each other. I don't see any problem with that. My problem is well, this ain't good for America. That's all I'm going to say. And this whole scandal that's out is a bunch of bull crap. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't be seeing it uh, affect America, right? This is something we should have said. Okay, we'll investigate it, uh, get to it, and keep it quiet until we figure out what's going on. Now it's just everywhere. This whole stupid thing is everywhere. Everywhere. And here's the kicker. These people don't even realize that there's millions and millions of islands, just like the one they're claiming about this guy. It's just like I kept telling these people. There's labs all over with infected animals using animals escaping, public being in. There's probably 500-600 labs that do experiments in the United States, and you people are screaming it's another country when literally it's ours. And I can no longer support any of this. I just can't. It's just not right. America's in deep crap. They've been killing us for a long time. Some of us whistleblowers reported it, and they turned around and said they have no idea who these people are. They never called, yada, yada, yada. They did. It's going to be kill or be killed within politics, religion, whatever. I don't know. They've gone completely crazy. Well, from what I heard, they slept with way more than Magic Johnson did. And that's true, Christopher, about Magic Johnson. Yeah, that's true. Basketball star. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he threw a lot of beef around. You know. So did a lot of these dudes. I feel I don't feel sorry for these guys. I feel sorry for us citizens that these rich people's leftovers with women or whatever were introduced into our public society, and it's possible that it spread like wildfire. You know, it's possible these guys were hooking up with women that no way these guys can ever have a woman that effing hot. And maybe that was just it. And then bingo, bango, the disease, the package was delivered. And then boom, and it just spread. Well, there's a lot of theories we got, but it don't matter. Here's our bottom line. 4 attempts have been made on Trump's life. I think they were trying to do it before. And I don't think they're probably going to stop. And he might go down in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most president to have assassination attempts on his life. It's gone crazy. They're saying the one girl ain't in prison. She's not. None of these people are. It's called video. If I wanted to turn this apartment into a jail cell and videotape it 2 hours or whatever, yeah, I'm in jail. Look at, and then I put it on the internet. It's just a tape that runs over at me, just in my cell. It's right there in his prison cell. Yeah, we're pretty hip to the world and the madness to come. And it's going to be pretty mad, pretty crazy. Who to believe? Who knows? How deep is it? How bad is the infection? Who knows? It's infecting every single one of these Americans and their children. They're trespassing on all of us. That ain't even our sickness. They're listening to some sicko or doing it for money and blackmail, sending it to people. All kind. This is madness. And they said I was crazy. These people are nuts. They've been caught using terrorist Dometic cells. Other countries are coming together saying America is the great devil, which they've already said that. But now they got video, data, phone data, that these idiots have been using these gangs, clubs, secret societies, and killing innocent civilians in America that knew too much. Wow. I don't feel sorry for anybody anymore. In Jesus' name, I feel sorry for the people that were injected with poison, injected with sickness. I feel sorry for the people that were infected with rabies and many other things, cancer injected and all kinds of stuff. What these people been doing is just horrible, horrible nightmare. Elm Street. And you heard it here first on Johnny Kramer's Music Movie Channel that most of our movies are created from real situations that are reenacted. No one dies. And same thing on this channel. It's all acting. No one died. I didn't take over the world and everything, but yet you folks killed me. Therefore, the country suffers. Just like all the innocent that you killed before me. This country will suffer. All glory goes to God. Amen. Now it's just going to get bigger and bigger, and we're going to be exposing more and more of the madness. A lot of these movie stars, well, they made a bad deal. A lot of these rock stars or whatever, rappers, whatever, they made a big, big bad deal. Oh, even a lot of these people that Debbie can't stand, the tarot card readers, and bad decisions to support the fake Messiah. They took money, bribes, cars, all kinds of stuff. Stole from us, didn't pay people that they should have paid that earned it. But them people didn't go along with their program. I didn't go along with their program. You ain't never going to control me. Folks, make sure you check out my song called Control on my channel. Go to my hit videos. Scroll down, you'll see all my cover songs and a couple of originals that I wrote myself and did myself. No help from the government. No, my mind is not for rent to any God or government or Satan. Demonic evil. All right, you folks go ahead. Now you watch out because there's a giant terror. We had one from South Carolina and we had one from North Carolina, and they're starting to think that them two states possibly could be some kind of a terrorist ring, sending people to take out the president. Debbie Fox says, geez, don't you remember the back of the Equaler? The Inquiry? No, I don't even read that Inquiry crap, TMZ crap, whatever. I read Rolling Stones, Guitar Week magazine. Aliens Are Us. Now, I've been working on a lot of stuff, folks. Debbie, don't you message me. I'm going to show something. We've been working on a lot of stuff. People going crazy. What the heck have you been doing? Well, we've been working on stuff. You know, a lot of people are saying, you can't do it. I did it. Don't you tell me I can't in Jesus' name. You want to know what's flying around? We're going to show you. Now, a lot of you people are saying, this is impossible. You didn't create nothing. But God created it because all things are done through God. Amen. Now, I want to ask my chap what they think that is flying around, but I've been busy working on stuff. We got lab, we got all kinds of stuff, dinosaurs, all kinds of stuff. So you're ignoring those two states are not the same states. They're brother and sister. They're right next to each other. South Carolina, North Carolina. They all know that they're connected, brother and sister, mom, pa. How dare you question my intelligence? Now, Miss Fox, Miss Fox, your question on what you're looking at. Have you noticed what I'm showing you is some work that we've been working on? A lot of people are stumped. A lot of people can't believe it. Mind your own business. That's all I got to say. And keep an eye in the sky. For you might not even know that this thing is there. Because this thing's there 1 second. And then the next second, it disappears right in front of your eyes. I wonder why. Now let me see what my chat is saying. What is that supposed to be? Something from a junkyard? Ah, Miss Fox. Only if you knew my technology, you'll understand. One day. But of course you can't right now because, well, you know nothing about mind controlling radar, mind beams, and laser beams, and sound waves, and gamma rays, and all kinds of craziness stuff. Once you learn about that, then you will have clearance to be able to talk to me. Clearance. You're smart, but you ain't that smart. I am doing nothing to South Carolina and North Carolina. I'm only repeating that we are having activity out in that area. I am only repeating the garbage I've been hearing and the madness. I have no idea what you people do in North Carolina, South Carolina, or anything on the East Coast. Nor do I care. Jeez, Miss Fox. Because my license says I'm from North Carolina and South Carolina. Well, you're a Carolina woman. And some of you women out there in Carolina are sexy women. Not gonna lie, but some of you are ornery. Yeah, I said it. Miss Fox, what do you think that is? I'm gonna ask you. We count as one state, not two, Johnny. Oh, see, there you go. One state posing as two. Now, why would they do that? So they can tax the people more. So they can get more federal funding. We're hip to their tricks. Debbie said, looks like a pile of junk. That pile of junk is making the world go, what in the heck did you create? That thing is making the whole science faculties scratch their heads and going, we got to get back to the drawing board. It's obvious. It is obvious. You know nothing of magnetics. You know nothing of electricity, how it works, how it forms. You know nothing of plasma. You know nothing of nothing. Maybe one day you will know what we know. And one day you will. But today is not that day. Debbie, you need some fresh air. You need some fresh air right now. I'm working on a movie. Go out and touch grass. Go out and walk in the farm field. I'm not kidding. You need some help out there. You need to take a break from YouTube. You're smart. But you just weren't smart enough for this dude. It's gonna make a great movie. Your movie's old, make a new one. Oh, woman. Woman. When you're cooking and cleaning around here, cleaning my skid marks out of my boxer shorts and my toilet and everything, then you'll be able to tell me what to do. But today is not that day, woman. Today is not that day. Or a bunch of redneck aliens. That ain't no redneck. A redneck couldn't even build that. For one, you don't even realize the rare earth metals that are used on it. Do not become so blind that you do not see metals that you've never seen before in your lives. It's a jalopy. It's a jalopy. It's a jalopy from an alien world. The only jalopy alien world is a galaxy far, far away, and I own it because I bought all the rights to outer space. Well, actually, I hijacked them, stole them, just like Trump stole everything I did too. Ha ha ha. Debbie's laughing. Yeah, it's a jalopy, but it's a jalopy they can't figure out. And they never will. Because they ain't allowed, they ain't worthy to have this kind of technology. It was created to control the animals on Earth. And that's exactly what it's doing. Tell what it looks like to you. I know exactly what it is. We know exactly what it is, woman. Now, you women are supposed to be geniuses. How do you figure it out? You rule the world. What does it look like to you? That's what I thought. All she could do is laugh because she can't figure it out. She has no idea what it is. She don't even know what kind of metals are used to build it. People are saying, what? That ain't gold, is it? No, it ain't gold. My God. You folks have so much to learn. There's so little time to learn it. You are ridiculous, Debbie Fox. I'm seeing a lot of you folks out there that are ridiculous. I want to give a shout out to the Defense Department. I want to give also a shout out to a great guitar player, phenomenal, and a genius when it comes to things, Mr. Jeff Skunk Baxter. I also want to give a shout out to another guy that was a genius and a guitar player, songwriter, bass player, and he did it all himself. Tommy from Boston, the rock band Boston, who created every single one of his own effects, created his own soundboard, SL desk, compressors, exciters, all kinds of stuff himself in his basement. What a genius. What a genius. Well, these are all things that could be built in a basement or garage, a warehouse, stuff like that. But, well, my job is done. Now, folks, all I could say is turn over all your pocketbooks, and we will not flashy light you like what you've seen in the Men in Black. Just send us your credit cards, your checkbooks, and your wallets. We don't want your women because they're crazy. Right? We're creating our own women right now on the left. You can keep your crazy bat or women, your old nags, right? Human women or whatever. They drove us completely crazy. You can keep them. We just want your money and your checkbooks and your credit cards and everything. When we're done with them, we'll send them back to you. We need a chitty chitty bang bang. Donate now to Johnny's Mic Fund. Yes. Yes, you are so correct. I'm going to fix this dang mic today so it quits moving all around. Right? But we are working on a lot of stuff, folks, in America. All glory goes to God or whatever's been under control of us. Yeah, we've been working on all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Duct tape, gorilla tape. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been working on all kinds of stuff. That's pretty much how we built that thing. But you know what? I'm as shocked as you folks. Because when we turned it on, we thought we were going to have the most powerful nuclear weapon ever built. Turns out the thing went ahead and started hovering itself and had a brain of its own. And we just went with it. Screw it. Let's put a flight control computer on it and see what we could do. That's exactly what we did. Now, I want to thank everybody for watching today. Keep looking up in the skies. Also, keep looking in the seas. Keep looking everywhere. Keep an eye on the Lord. That might be the Lord that we're seeing in this photo. A lot of people are saying it's God. It might be. We're not sure yet. It has a brain of its own. It has a brain of its own. The war you got going on with your mic. No, we're in the streets everywhere. You can't see us. We're there and then we're not there. We're everywhere, but nowhere in this crazy world. It's unbelievable. These people that said they know so much, they're so smart, really fooled you people. Oh, little Debbie, little Debbie. Well, you don't have the clearance to find out what it is. I can't tell you what it is. I'm under military contract. But I can tell you what, it's going to be doing a lot of work this summer in the skies. It's going to be doing a lot of stuff. He who controls the skies controls the world. Alien fouled it. Oh, Debbie, Debbie, Debbie. Not even the aliens can figure out what I've created. I took a look in Upchurch's brain with my new device and didn't see nothing. It was just like, I think there's marbles in there. I'm not sure. I took a look in Calhoun's brain. What's in there? I think it's rocks. The government's calling me right now. I'm busy, boys. I'm busy. Supersized. Is that his brain? Debbie. There ain't a brain big enough for that Upchurch brain. For the head. I know you're watching my videos, Upchurch. Yesterday, he said he knew. I know Johnny Gobble or whatever at Johnny Cashville was watching his videos. We gotta save them, Debbie. I'm gonna have to say, hey, Upchurch, I'm sending this thing over by your house. All right? Because I'm gonna try and save your life from all these idiots around you. I'm trying to save you. I'm gonna send my home defense system to you. You crack yourself up, Debbie Fox. You crack yourself up, little lady. Don't be mad because you can't figure out what I have created in your brain. That's because you and your magical little wand that takes batteries is out there going ahead and creating these shadow people. He's seeing shadow people. Now, Miss Fox says, everyone laughs, I think. They're jelly. They're jealous, they might be. They might be jelly. Sooner enough, we'll all be jelly. I have felt it since I was little, Johnny. You felt it. I felt it my whole life. I've been cursed by these demonic demons you people been sending to me. Your sins, your sickness. You left me no choice but to create things I didn't want to create to protect myself, my country, and my citizens. And now you come to me wanting to work for yous? I work for no one. Send me your wallets, your bank books, your credit cards. You work for me now. And you're going to pay me every day. It ain't no gift. It's a demonic demon. And I'm going to send this thing out to South Carolina and North Carolina because I don't want to do to North Carolina. And I don't want South Carolina to get jealous. So we're going to give it to both of you. How you like that? If you want to know what it is, you call the third. Don't you talk to me that way, Debbie Fox, ever in my own chat. If you want questions, you call the Pentagon. You call the Oval Office and try getting it. But they don't even know what I created. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the most greatest movie ever produced and made. The Johnny Kramer Music Movie Channel. Your grandmother sewed socks, Debbie. I don't want to hear nothing more. Now I'm getting tired of this country, and I'm getting tired of these YouTubers, and I'm getting tired of all this witchery, sorcery, and magic, Lord. Didn't want to have to do it. Ain't gonna do it. In Jesus' mighty name, we're getting it on. Is there anything you want to say, Mrs. Fox, before I end this video? No, I'm going to try and save the kid. Try and save him. Bringing up my little toys. I want you all to meet my little friend. Debbie, is there anything you want to say? I know you're upset. Most redheads are stubborn, upset, mean at the world. You didn't think I dealt with redheads before. A lot of people saying, boy, you get in a fight with a redhead. You might as well dig a hole. I'm telling you, boys, you get in a fight with me, you might as well dig your holes because this thing is mine. And I got many of them. And they soon will be released in America and all over the world. I created it just to fight the redheads. How you like that? How you like that, woman? That's right. You ain't gonna pull that narcissistic kickies on me trying to turn it. I'm the bad. I'm the crazy one. It ain't working no more, women. For the last time, up church, can you please tell these people that you had no idea what you were talking about? That you need more women to stand up. I don't think so. That's why you're in this trouble, is because of women. I think you better retract and check yourself before you wreck yourself. Miss Fox, we'll be seeing you on the battlefield. You and your redheads. Crazed Tasmanian devil redheads. I've already won, woman. Now it's time to catch up to Johnny Kramer. No one cares about keeping up with the Joneses. It's now keep up with the Kramers. I'll see you guys on the other side. Have a good day. You've been watching the Johnny Kramer Music Movie Channel. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Boom, boom, boom. Phenomenon. Boom, boom, boom. Phenomenon. Boom, 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 boom. Phenomenon. Boom, boom, boom.